Record. Okay. All right. So let's start on the
Music.
first page 2. Yep.
The shadow theme music swells.
Who knows what evil lurks in the hearts of men? The shadow knows.
The music continues.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Shadow's exciting adventure will be on the air in just a moment. But first, here's a news flash for every motorist in America. It's about a sensational new kind of tire that will stop your car quicker and safer on wet roads than you've ever stopped before. And the tire that will give you this remarkable new skid protection is the new Goodrich Safety Silvertown with the Lifesaver Tread. This Lifesaver Tread has a truly amazing action on wet, slippery pavement. As the spiral bars of this tread strike the pavement, they act like a battery of windshield wipers. These bars sweep the water from under the tire, force it out through deep drainage grooves, make a dry track for the rubber to grip, thus you're protected against skids in all directions. You get the quickest stops you've ever seen. And remember this too, Silvertowns are also the only tires that give you the famous golden ply blowout protection. When thousands are injured or killed every year due to accidents or blowouts or skids, don't take chances. Equip these with these life-saving Silvertowns now. That's the way to get protection against skids and blowouts at no extra cost.
The music swells, then softens.
The Shadow. Lamont Cranston, a man of wealth, a student of science, and a master of other people's minds, devotes his life to righting wrongs, protecting the innocent, and punishing the guilty. Using advanced methods that may ultimately become available to all law enforcement agencies, Cranston is known to the underworld as the Shadow. Never seen, only heard. As haunting to superstitious minds as a ghost. As inevitable as a guilty conscience. The identity of the Shadow is known only to his intimate friend and aide, Margo Lane. Tonight's story, The Blind Beggar Dies.
The music swells, then fades. The sound of street noises.
Oh, we have no singing Jim. There are smiles that make us happy. There are smiles. John, you want to take the man?
Sure. Evening singing, Jim. Chilly tonight, ain't it?
Coin dropped into the pail.
Indeed it is. Thank you, sir. There are smiles that make us...
Hello, Jim. Want me to read it?
Yeah.
Hello, Jim. Wish me luck tonight. I'm going out with a new boyfriend. He's awful nice.
Coin dropping into pail.
All the luck in the world to you, miss. Thank you. There are smiles that make us happy.
Well, if it isn't Singing Jim, holding down the same corner after we told him to pay protection or move.
Hey, Meg, you want to take Spike? Sorry, Marty.
Sure. Yeah, he didn't pay off and he don't scare.
Yeah, I don't make enough to keep body and soul together. Now, you go away. Let me alone.
Oh, so you're going to try to buck our record, eh? All right, Marty, bring him back in the alley.
No, wait.
That way maybe we can make him see things our way.
Now, take your hands off me. You let me alone.
Come on, Pop. We just want to talk to you for a minute. We got a proposition for you.
But I told you, I don't need protection. I have a license because I'm blind. Please don't bother me none.
Bring him back over here, Marty. This looks private enough.
No, wait, no.
Okay, Spike.
Take it easy on that blackjack.
Please wait. I'm an old man.
Shut up and hold your mitt over his mouth. Don't let him squirm.
Okay, I got him.
I'm an old man. I can't stand it. I haven't any money to pay you, I tell you. Oh!
All right, give him the once over.
Right.
And listen, Singing Jim, next time you fork over $1 a week or you'll get the worst.
Singing Jim being beaten up.
Okay, Marty, dump him over the wall there and let's go.
Music swells lightly. City street noises and voices.
Look at that crowd gathering, Lamont. Isn't it amazing how any little thing can get a crowd together?
Yes, sometimes little things turn out to be big things, Margo.
That's just Lamont Cranston, the amateur criminologist, coming to the fore.
Oh, look, they're trying to get into that alleyway. Somebody's hurt, probably.
Oh, yes.
All right, move on, everybody move on. Move. Make room for the ambulance. Oh, good evening to you, Mr. Cranston.
What's wrong, Clancy?
It's poor old Singing Jim. Somebody found him in the alley all smashed up. Looks like a truck run over him. All right, out of the way. Move on now, move on.
Oh, no, poor Jim. Lamont, look at that face and head. It doesn't look like he's been run over.
No, don't hit me. I can't take it. I can't pay. I can't.
Okay, straight to the hospital and make it fast. This old boy's in a bad way.
Ambulance siren. Woo!
Lamont, somebody beat him up. But who'd do a thing like that anyways?
I don't know, Margo. I've known Singing Jim for years.
Well, so have I. Everybody knows him and helps him out.
Margo, you look pretty bad. I think I'll go to the hospital and see what I can do for him. There's more to this than meets the eye. Want to come along?
Yes, Lamont. I hope we're not too late.
Theme music swells and fades.
You don't need a doctor?
Of course, you can see Singing Jim, Mr. Cranston.
How is he, Doctor?
Triple concussion looks pretty hopeless.
Poor old Jim.
How did this happen?
Well, the police report listed it as a hit and run case. In my opinion, he was beaten with some blunt instrument, a piece of pipe or a blackjack. He's right in here.
Oh, no, don't hit me. I'm an old man. No.
I'm afraid you won't get much out of him, but you can try. I'll be back in a few minutes.
Oh, I can't pay. I need protection.
Now, Singing Jim. Jim, it's Lamont Cranston. I've come to help you. Miss Lane is here, too. You remember her?
Hello, Jim. What happened? Who did this to you?
Oh, keep away from me. Let me go. Don't hit me again. No.
I'm afraid he's delirious, Margo. Jim, listen. We're not going to hurt you. You're safe now. Who hit you? Why did they do it, Jim?
They told me I had to pay $1 a week or they'd give my corner to somebody else. Some phony that knew how to mooch enough to pay for protection. No, don't hit me.
Oh, Lamont, that can't be true. Nobody could be as low as to try to make a racket of a begging, organize them and make them pay tribute?
It's hard to believe, Margo, but there must be something to it. Wait a minute, Jim. Listen to me. Who did this? Who's been trying to make you pay them?
No, don't hit me, Spike. Let go of me, Marty. I can't pay. Apple Mary can't pay either. You took Apple Mary's stand and now you're trying to take mine. Don't hit me again, don't.
I better go get the doctor. He's unconscious.
Yes, Margo, but I'm afraid it's more than that.
What?
I'm afraid Singing Jim has sung his last ballad.
What? You don't mean?
Yes, Margo, Singing Jim is dead.
Sad, foreboding music swells lightly. Sound of muffled voices.
Okay. We need a lame Bill and a limpy. Anybody?
I'll be Lane Bill.
Okay, great.
Folks, I guess you're all kind of wondering why the word went out over the beggar's grapevine just to meet you in my place. And maybe you ain't. Anyway, Apple Mary's got something to say to us.
Thanks, Lame Bill. Thanks. Folks, I guess by this time you've all heard about that poor old Singing Jim's dead.
Yeah.
And I guess you know why he's dead.
Yeah.
Now, Don't get the idea that I've asked you all here to fight these here scurvy rats that pulled Jim into an alley and beat him to death. I ain't asking that.
Can't expect no help from the police, Mary. Now, you know that.
Yes, well, we tried that, and they just laughed at the idea of anybody trying to make us pay for the right to make a living on the streets the only way we know how. Selling apples, like I do. Singing, like Jim did. Or selling pencils and shoelaces, like Lame Bill here. No, we can't expect no help from the police.
Yeah, but why don't they get the guys that murdered old Jim?
They're investigating it, so they say.
Yeah, but what are we going to do, Mary? Jim's death was just a warning to the rest of us. It means pay up or get the same.
No, it don't.
Yeah, that's what it means, Mary.
No, it don't. Because something's happened. Somebody's going to help us what we can't help ourselves.
Well, who is it, Mary?
Now, before I tell you, I want to remind you that I am not a drinking woman, and I ain't given to hearing things, and I ain't easily convinced. But last night, late, somebody talked to me at my stand. Somebody you've all heard of. Somebody that you've got your eyesight don't believe in because nobody's ever seen him.
Who was it, Mary?
The Shadow.
The Shadow?
Shadow?
He don't bother trying to help folks like us, Mary.
Oh, you're wrong. You're wrong because he asked me to call all you folks together. He promised he'd come here tonight and tell us how he can help us.
Oh, when's he coming? Why isn't he here?
I am here.
Well, where'd that laugh come from?
Sounds like it was right behind Mary. No, it came from back that corner.
Wait, don't be frightened. I am the Shadow. I've come here to help you. If you will accept my unseen presence without question, without fear.
Yeah, that's right. We got no reason to be scared of the Shadow. We ain't done anything wrong.
Yeah, we ought to be glad he's willing to help us out, to protect us from fellas like Spike and Marty. Maybe he can help us find out who those fellas are.
Now wait a minute, all of you. I've told the Shadow all I know about Spike and Mary. All any of us knows. Now you listen to what he wants us to do.
You're victims of the meanest racket in the world. The Shadow will help you if you are willing to help yourselves. I have reason to believe that one among you is a spy, an informer.
Why, where is he? Point him out.
No, sooner or later he will betray himself. There are too many of you to single out the one hostile mind in this room.
Well, what do you want us to do, Shadow?
We'll do anything you say.
Go on doing what you've been doing. When these men approach you again, pay them, or promise payment, and then go to the west wall of the National Armory and make your sign of distress in white chalk, using the symbols you use in communicating with one another. The Shadow will understand them and come to your aid. As to the informer in your midst, let him take the warning to the petty racketeers he serves. If more than 1 cent of tribute is levied, if they so much as lay a hand upon one of you, they will answer to the Shadow with their lives.
Music swells and then fades. Knock on a door.
Yeah, who's there? Is that you, Marty?
Yeah, it's me, Spike.
What took you so long? Say, you look like the real McCoy with those smoked glasses and that crutch.
I used to make a living playing this blind and lame gag until you showed up to make some easy money.
Well, what happened at that meeting at Lame Bill's place?
Plenty.
You look like you've seen a ghost.
No, I ain't seen no ghost, Spike.
What then?
I heard something tonight that I don't want to hear again. The voice of a guy you couldn't see. He was right there talking to us.
You've been hearing things.
No, it's the truth. Sorry. Hey. Sorry about that. No, it's the truth, I tell you. You've heard about this guy they call the Shadow, haven't you?
Yeah, I've heard about him, all right. So what?
He was at the meeting. That's why Apple Mary called it. The Shadow got this whole story out of her. How we worked the racket, and now he's out to get us.
How's he gonna do it?
He got it all fixed for the beggars to put their distress signs on the wall of the National Armory the first time we try to collect more dough.
You say the Shadow got all the dough from Apple Mary?
Yeah, I tell you, we gotta lay off.
And kiss all that money we get from the beggars goodbye? Not on your life.
Yeah, but Spike the Shadow's poison. He's got plenty of big shots with dough in their gangs. What chance have we got against a guy like that?
Listen, punk, you're all a gang I got and I ain't letting a bit go. But I'm plenty smart and I got an idea how to get rid of this shit.
All right. How you gotta do it?
Listen, all we have to do is get a hold of Apple Mary, bring her up here to the hideout and keep her here.
Yeah, and get the Shadow Plum on our tails.
That's just what I want. And to be sure he does get here, you're going to chalk a message on the armory wall. You know the signs they use.
Yeah, I know him. But supposing you do get Apple Mary here and the Shadow comes after her, what then?
Then he's going to walk into the sweetest little trap you ever saw sprung.
But you can't see the guy to...
I don't have to see him. All I have to do is hear him talk or laugh the way he says he always does.
All right, Spike, okay. I hope you know what you're doing.
I haven't given you a bad steer yet, have I? We'll grab Apple Mary tonight and bring her down here.
Music swells, then fades. Car driving.
Good job.
But why did you drive past the National Armory, Lamont?
I'm looking for handwriting on the wall, Margo.
What do you mean?
The Shadow made arrangements with Apple Mary and her friends to communicate with them. That way the racketeers try any more strong-arm tactics.
Do you think they will?
Yes, there's a reckless bravado about a petty criminal that you won't find in the big-time crooks.
And they're just as dangerous. Don't forget that, Lamont.
I'm not forgetting it for a minute, Margo. There's a saying, little snakes are more deadly than the big ones. Stop the car, Margo. Here's the armory.
What is it, Lamont?
There's writing on the wall. It may be what I'm looking for.
Do you mean those chalk marks? Those crosses and circles and numbers?
Yes, it's a message from Apple Mary. She needs help. She's waiting for the Shadow in the basement of 19 River Street.
I'll drive you there, Lamont.
All right, but not all the way. Stop a block from that address and let me out.
Very well, Lamont. Shall I wait for you?
Yes, Margo. Wait half an hour. If I'm not back by then, notify the police to raid that house.
But why, Lamont? What makes you feel...
I don't think Apple Mary sent that message, Margo. I have a feeling the Shadow's being invited to walk into a trap.
Music swells.
Sit tight, ladies and gentlemen. The Shadow still has plenty of thrills coming.
Extra! This weekend car crashes and skidding accident.
Yes, the Shadow knows that there's hardly a driver who has not experienced that sickening, paralyzing pit in his stomach feeling that comes when his car skids wildly over a wet, slippery highway.
Is it worth the risk, motorist? Especially when you can now get a tire that will stop you quicker and safer on wet roads than you've ever stopped before. A tire that will put real blowout protection between your car and the road. And this new Goodrich Safety Silvertown with the Lifesaver Tread skid protection and Golden Ply blowout protection costs nothing extra. It's one of the best safety investments you can make. So play safe. Equip your car with these life-saving Goodrich. spelled Goodrich, Goodrich Safety Silvertown Tires, before it's too late.
The music swells, then fades.
That you, Marty?
Yeah, it's me. Where are you? How about some light?
Okay, just wanted to be sure.
Hey, what's the idea with sitting down here in the dark? Hey, what are you doing with that Tommy gun?
When the shadow comes here looking for Apple Mary, I'm gonna spray this room with lead from floor to ceiling. It won't matter if I can't see him. I can't miss. Then our troubles will be over.
I put that message up on the armory wall.
How long ago?
About an hour.
Then he'll be here soon. That guy moves fast from what I hear.
Hey, how are you gonna know when the shadow gets here? What if you don't talk or laugh?
He's gotta open that door, ain't he? He can't walk through it. He ain't a ghost.
He comes as close to being a ghost as anything I ever went up against. How's he do it? I mean, how's he keep you from seeing him?
By hypnotism, whatever that is.
Yeah? I know a guy in the in the circus that could do that. Leastwise, he claimed he could, and he...
Shut up. Go and get Apple Mary in here. She's in that back room.
Okay.
Footsteps away, door opening.
Hey, you! Apple Mary, come on out here.
I'm coming. And don't think I'm scared of the scum of the earth like you two.
Ah, pipe down.
What do you want with me?
Bring her over here and shove her into this chair.
You heard him. Come on.
Take your hands off me. I may be old and blind, but I take no guiding from scavengers.
Take that cane away from her. She might get free with it.
Give me that stick.
I'll give it to you. Here, take it.
Why, you little she-devil.
Put her in that chair and hold her there.
Sounds of footsteps walking.
Got your knife?
Come on, sit down here.
Sound of a struggle, then a thud.
Yeah, I got my knife.
Get it out. She tries anything when the shadow shows up. Let her have it right between the shoulders.
All right, if you know what's good for you, you'll sit still, Mary.
So you know about the shadow. So you know he's after you. So there was a squealer at the meeting.
Ha! There was no squealer, that was me. And we're expecting you, pal, the shadow, most any time now. I put a little message from you on the armory wall telling him to come here.
Yeah, just wait till that door swings open. That's the only way he can get in or out.
If this shadow guy's got a gun and starts blazing away, you'll get yours, Mary.
The shadow doesn't need a gun.
Got her up, Marty. I just heard the
Door
basement. Sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
Shut her up, Marty. I just heard the basement door close.
Footsteps.
Hey, somebody's in the hall, Spike.
Shut up! Watch that old dame. She opens her mouth, let her have it.
Right, you got that Tommy gun ready.
Yeah.
Spike, he's here. The shadow's here. Do something. Shoot! Shoot him, kill him!
I ain't sure. I gotta be sure.
There's only one certainty in life, and that is death.
It's him. Shoot!
Bang, bang, bang. Or,
Tommy gun. There you go. Tommy gun.
yeah.
Hey, Spike, you shot out the lights!
Yeah, but I got him. I got the shadow. Come on, let's get out of here.
Yeah, and what about Apple Mary?
We haven't got time to fuss with a blind dame. Now listen, Apple Mary, get out and tell your friends we'll be seeing them. Tell them the shadow's dead. Tell them if we have any more trouble making collections, they'll get what Singing Jim and the shadow got. Tell them that for us. Come on, Marty, let's go.
Footsteps moving away, door closing.
The shadow's dead. Who can we look to for help now?
You still count on the shadow, Apple Mary.
Oh, Shadow, they didn't kill you. Didn't they hit you?
No, Mary, I suspected a trap. So after I opened the door, I walked across the room and stood behind them.
But your voice, it came from near the door.
Ventriloquism, a simple trick of projecting the voice. But that doesn't matter now. Get out of here and hurry to Lane Bill's. Gather your friends together and wait there for word from me, the shadow.
Shadow theme music swells and fades.
Margo! Margo!
Oh, there you are, Lamont. I was beginning to get worried. The half hour's almost up. What happened?
I'll tell you later. Quick, start the car. See those two men hurrying down the street?
That tall one and the short, heavy one?
Yes. Follow them, but be careful. Don't get too close.
Who are they? Where are we going?
They murdered Singing Jim. They tried to murder the Shadow. We'll find out where they go, Margo, and then I'll telephone Commissioner Weston to surround the place.
Theme music swells and fades.
The shadow left word with Apple Mary. She wants us at Dugan's pool hall.
Dugan's pool hall. The shadows track down Spike and Mary.
How come Mary and Lane Bill want us at Dugan's pool hall?
Hey, Limpy, go to Dugan's pool hall right away. Mary said so.
Music swells and fades. Pool game.
What's the matter with you, Marty? I thought you could play pool. You missed that shot by about a mile.
I can't keep my mind on the game. Can't stop thinking about the...
Pipe down. Everything's okay, I tell you. I got the shadow. I couldn't have missed. You heard him fall, didn't you?
Yeah, but...
Yeah, but nothing. We got nothing to worry about, I tell you. The shadow's out of the way, and we got it fixed with Dugan for an alibi. We've been here all evening. See, here comes Dugan now.
I'll do Dugan, I guess. Hey, Spike, Marty, something going on around here I don't like. I know I told you I'd frame an alibi for you, but I don't want no trouble. I don't want my place closed up.
What's the matter with you? What's going on?
It's that bunch you've been working your new racket on. Apple, Mary, Lane, Bill, Limpy, the whole lot of them. Marty?
What? Where are they? Sorry.
They're on the street, 20 or 30 of them, and more coming every minute.
Yeah, who tipped them off we was here? Is this a double cross, Dugan?
No, honest. Someone must have tailed you here.
Voices in the street.
Listen to them.
Hey, Spike, they come after us. Come on, let's get out of here.
Yeah, maybe we better. They'd tear us to pieces the minute they get their hands on us.
You guys better slip out that back door over there. It leads into the alley. I mean, that crowd may be lame or blind, but I don't give much for your chances if they get hold of you.
Come on, Spike, let's go, will ya?
Yeah, okay, let's scram. We'll get these bums tomorrow one by one. I'll teach you to try to gang up on us. Come on, Marty, come on.
Door opens.
Hey, Spike, wait, look, down the alley, there.
Holy cat, cops!
Yeah.
Half a dozen of them.
We can't go that way, Spike. They're laying for us.
Pool hall sounds.
Hey, Dugan, do you have any other way out? How about upstairs and over the roof?
No, that door to the door, that hole's been nailed up for years. It's either the alley or the front way.
Hey, Spike, that bunch out in the street sounds like they're coming in.
Yeah, we're like a couple of rats in a trap.
What are you going to do, Spike?
Shadow. Spike, did you hear that? It's the Shadow. You didn't get him. He ain't dead.
No. You'll not go to the electric chair for the murder of the Shadow.
Well, so you got away. Well, then the cops haven't got anything on us now. Come on, Marty, we'll go out through the alley and let the cops pick us up. They can't hold us more than 24 hours.
Wait, you've forgotten the murder of Singing Jim.
Well, you can't pin that on us.
Marty tried to open the locked door.
Are the doors locked?
Yeah, and the key's gone, Spike.
Yes, I locked that door, Spike. I have the key. But the front door is unlocked. You can walk out that door. Singing Jim's friends are out there waiting for you.
Marty?
Spike, what are you gonna do?
They're the lame and the crippled and the blind, but there's strength in their numbers, the strength of a long-suffering fury that means your death, if they get their hands on you.
What do you want, Shadow? What's your game?
I want your confession to the murder of Singing Jim.
Yeah, If we confess, will you keep that mob away from us?
I'm not confessing to anything. I'm not writing myself a one-way ticket to the death house.
It's your choice. A chance before a legal jury or that mob.
Mob entering pool hall.
Quick.
Mob sound.
Stop him, Shadow. I confess. Yeah, we killed Singing Jim. It was Spike. He slugged him in the alley, yeah.
Why, you dirty squealer,
Don't move, Spike. One false move, those tormented people will kill you. Mary, Lame Bill. Wait, everybody. This is your last chance. There's a blackboard behind you, Spike. There's a piece of chalk. Write your confession to the murder of Singing Jim and sign it. Write what I dictate to you.
You win, Shadow.
We, Spike Grogan and Marty Nelson,
We, Spike Grogan
confess
and Marty Nelson,
that on Tuesday night at 5 o'clock
confess that on Tuesday night
did willfully beat Singing Jim
we did
to death
willfully beat
with a blackjack.
Singing Jim to death with a blackjack.
Sign it. Now you, Marty.
Okay.
There. Now what, Shadow?
Walk to that back door. Open it. Call to the police in the alley. Tell them to come and get you.
But it's locked. You locked it and took the key.
I unlocked it again. Go with Spike Grogan, Marty. Beyond that door, a blindfolded woman with a sword in one hand and finely balanced scales in the other waits for you. You've mocked her long enough, but she is patient because her name is Justice, and her revenge for your mockery will be death.
Voices of the beggars grow louder. Theme music swells.
You have been listening to a dramatized version of one of the many copyrighted stories which appear in The Shadow magazine.
Theme music swells again.
The weed of crime bears bitter fruit. Crime does not pay. The shadow knows.
Music again.
All the characters and all the places named were fictitious. Any similarity to persons living or dead is purely coincidental. The Blind Beggar Dies was written by Maxwell Grant, Walter B. Gibson.
Ending music.
Ladies and gentlemen, a new world's record has been set. 1,444,000 words were written by Maxwell Grant in less than 10 months on a Corona typewriter. In the creation of the sensational character of the Shadow, Mr. Grant has shattered all other typewriting records. Two champions, the Corona and the Shadow. Corona, it's a good typewriter. The Shadow is featured in the Shadow magazine, a Street and Smith publication, and on a radio station near you.
Fabulous.
Margo's dog changed color. Go ahead, Lynn, sorry.
I said I love the part about because her name is Justice.
I know.
Yeah.
If only, huh? Nowadays.
Oh, yes, we wish.
Justice.